And back inside the backstage pass, always busy here too. Day 2, CRS rolls on at the Omni Hotel here too. Gotta put the ears on, man, so you hear yourself. There's so much audio around us too. It's crazy out there. Brandon Morrell, Caden Gordon, the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and of course out there too, KKTC, True Country 99.9, and on iHeartRadio too. Look who we catch it with. It's always cool to get these OGs. I gotta get the shots to see what the videos are. But Ashley Ryan, the OG, what's up?
Nothing much. Glad to be back. Hey, y'all.
There's so much going on. Like, you step out that curtain, boy, it's
so
like a pack
loud.
of wolves. It's just that you get pulled in so many different directions, and you can't. One conversation leads to another. It's just such a great event, right?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. You can get down a rabbit hole too. You got to make sure we all stay on track.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Adam Sandler movies for 30 minutes. It's like, hey, whoa. Anyway, you're single.
You said rabbit holes and maybe they got Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching actually one the other day too, and this is how this show's good. So it's great. The Longest Yard. I just go back.
Oh, that is such a great movie. Longest Yard, Billy Madison, and Happy Gilmore. I literally 50 First Dates.
Yes.
See what I'm doing? I'm bringing us down the rabbit hole. Adam Sandler always gets brought up.
Wish we had a little piece of his paycheck.
Oh man,
That would be nice.
Man, those royalty fees that he collects on the movie.
sponsor us, Adam.
Yeah.
Please do. Please do. But what's going on in your world too? I know some new music releases, an exciting start to 2025. You mentioned the tours. Tell us all about it.
Man, we got a lot going on. So we have a bunch of new music that we're gearing up to release. We just released a single called Adeline.
Mhm.
I like to say it's my take on kind of like Jolene, but it's like Jolene's granddaughter is trying to be Jolene. But the girl in the song's like, you ain't no Jolene, you ain't taking my man, kind of thing. We got a song called Wrong Post coming out on March 7th. Y'all stay tuned. I'm excited about that. And yeah, just kind of working on solidifying my sound, if you know what I mean. You know, you moved here to Nashville thinking like, I could be the next Carrie Underwood, I could be the next whatever. But no, we ain't doing that anymore. We're going to be the first Ashley Ryan. We've got our sound solidified and lots of new music.
That's the beauty thing about moving here too. Is like there's so much talent, right? Like, the singer-songwriters, and every floor you go on, I'm like, who's that? Who's that? And I know most everybody have been here so many times, and doing this show for so many years, but like somebody you come in contact with even last night was songwriter. And I get out there, I hadn't seen Lance Carpenter in forever. You know, since last year we did a benefit thing with him out there, but even Lance hearing him sing stories and how he's helping young artists now these days. But talk about the talent in this town. It's crazy.
I love when he sings Kelsey Ballerini's Love You Like You Mean It.
Yeah.
He crushes it. So
He
good.
did last night. He actually put that out there. One of his
Why does he sound so good on it though? Like, why does it work?
watching Lance do his thing, and that whole Riders Round last night at Category 10, Luke's Bar was amazing too.
Yeah.
Restaurants and explosion of driving up and down the streets, and it could be a Jersey Mike's, or it could be anything out there with these bars opening up.
Right.
Restaurant
We
and
have a
every
Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is awesome.
I almost went there last night.
They got alcohol. Like, that's just so crazy. What?
Talk about the explosion now with just not just music wise, it always has been, but these restaurants now flowing up on every corner of the street, right?
Yeah, Lainey's got her Bell Bottoms Up, which I think is the most awesome name for a bar. It's so good.
Have you been there?
I actually haven't been inside, but I've seen images and it looks like kind of 70s Western vibe to me. So I need to check it out.
Yeah.
First, when I walk in there, I'm going to buy a cap. It's this whole sports thing. That's Category 10. I just rep it with lids out there. That's just what I do.
Category 10's awesome.
That's a pretty cool place. And I remember the Wild Horse was there for a while, but to see what they put in there and all the props and
The
everything.
dance floor. I used to dance in that all the time. Oh, it's so big and nice.
That might be beside Laney's place. That could be in the spot. Cat 10. That could be.
It's just huge, you know, like the big stage to play on. It's got like the balcony seats and everything. It's nice.
So if you want to book Ashley Ryan at Category 10, call.
What's that?
Give them a call.
Let me know.
Let her
We'll
know.
do that, which is
We'll do
exciting.
Luke Combs covers all day.
Hey,
There you
do
go.
anything out there. Hey, growing up, you were talking about this previous show for the listeners out there who may not know, musical influences, people that really kind of struck a nerve with you.
Yeah, that's an easy one. So Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, we got Dirks Bentley, got the Dixie Chicks. Of course, they're the Chicks now. I had a lot of rock and roll influences, like Steve Miller Band, Van Halen, Journey.
Yeah.
And my brother would listen to like hardcore metal, so I have metal influences like A Day to Remember, Over My Valentine, Metallica, 3 Days Grace. Like literally, it is all over the place. But I somehow ended up in country. So.
She's good in country. That's
Yeah.
why she ended up in country.
I don't think I can pull off metal. I mean, I don't know. I could dye my hair black, and I don't know.
I love it too. All right, collaborations becoming more of the norm. Now these days, we was talking to Marty Mike and Shenandoah a little bit about that song, 2 Dozen Roses, is still out there 30 plus years later.
Right.
Pulling Luke into something like that, so you go number one on iTunes and do all these
People
charts.
cover that all the time too.
Amazing, but becoming the norm in the industry, and I think it's a great thing. I think the crossover is great. But I want to lead with like girl power, first of all, this women's movement now, girl power, because I interview a lot more females than I do males on this show here. It just happens to work out, right?
A lot of great female artists.
The feeling you get in the community and the feeling you get, the motivation to continue your journey. I want to be in that category where Lainey is. Talk about how important that is and what these ladies are kicking ass right now.
I mean, I think, especially people like Lainey Wilson, I think she is really paving a way because she's so country, and it's awesome because I think for a time you had to be really pop country as a female, but she's kind of opening a new door where it's like, now you can get some like poppy stuff in there, but you can get really dirty, gritty country too. And I feel like 90s country in general is kind of coming back. You got Zach Top kind of bringing it back too. And so I think I think men and women are opening the door for a lot of female artists. It's awesome.
What would be your dream collaboration that you never worked with? Who would you want to work with?
I said this earlier, and I'm going to stick to it. I think Dierks Bentley would be so fun to collab with, but female-wise, Miranda Lambert. Because that girl raised me. But Dierks is like my dude. I love Dierks Bentley.
I could see that too. Her
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a great.
That'd be so fun. Dierks, Miranda, hit me up. The three of us. Let's all do
Yeah.
something. I'll make y'all dinner. Come on.
Hey, you know what? I can't cook. You like to cook?
I love to cook.
What meals do you get into?
Well, first of all, loving to cook and being good at cooking are two completely different
That is
things.
true.
I'm not worth crap, so I'm up for just admit it to the audience
Look,
right now.
give me like 4 hours to cook a meal that says it takes 30 minutes to cook, and I'll figure it out. Just give me like 4 hours of prep. But I'm a steak and potatoes girl,
Ooh.
you know. And I feel like I just figured out how to really like make sure it's medium rare and it's good, it's juicy still.
You know what I told them? We need it outside these curtains earlier, and I'm talking to everybody that puts it on.
Yeah.
They need like food trucks or food
Yeah.
stuff right here,
Oh my gosh.
so we can like get the sandwich or get Jersey Mike's.
Wait, that'd
we
be
get, like,
nice.
That would be amazing.
Texas Roadhouse, is that a thing? Dude, can they do it?
Just
Yeah.
bring the bread.
I just love the rolls. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
not even asking for
Like,
shit.
because we're here all day doing this for 3 days, and I'm like, we don't eat till like 6.
Right. Either have like food trucks or cater or something. Right.
It's like just have the booths out there. And
Right.
Like run the square thing.
Like work hard. Yeah.
I'm in full support of this. I think that'd be excellent.
Yeah.
Like just hamburgers, because you can't go down to Bongo Jobs like when you have a chance you're doing these all day. It's like
Right.
you leave your booth, you're gonna miss all these stuff.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Food
Great
like
idea
this.
for next year. Serious. So you'll see.
And also just let us in a little bit early.
Right. That too.
But that's the story for another time. Yeah.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Dude, so nice seeing y'all. Nice meeting you
Nice
too.
meeting you too.
Ashley Ryan here. The Backstage Pass rolls on. Somebody else is coming through the curtain. Stay tuned for a lot more here. KKTC, True Country 99.9, and the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and of course, a whole lot more out there too. Coming up here too, the CadenGordonShow.com, today's best country mix, and thanks to Olivia Rocks and Standy June for all the great sponsors out there. Back in a flash. Stay tuned.